Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, March 16th, get your tickets to the Empowerment Brunch, 10 a.m. Dallas time, Saturday, March 16th. Here's the menu. We got mimosas, bottomless mimosas, I believe. We have salmon snacks, salmon. We got chicken and waffles. We got a juice bar, coffee, alcohol. What else we got? And we got 2 or 3 different types of potatoes. You get warm syrup with the waffle. You know, it's going down. But, you know, get your ticket. You know, I was sitting there. It was funny because I'm not sure if you guys know, but basketball was my first love. Boxing was my second love. Boxing, because of my uncles and my older cousins. I'm literally the baby cousin in my family, in my male. I'm the youngest male cousin, and I think I am. Yeah, yeah. And so everyone was older than me, and boxing is what kept us together. You know, on Saturday nights and stuff like that. And I'm sitting here doing a live stream. Unbeknownst to me, Town Biz sent me a text telling me LeBron James just passed Michael Jordan. And I'm sitting here laughing at myself. I'm having a silent crack to myself how boxing has replaced basketball to me. Because 10 years ago, I would have known that was happening a month ago or at the beginning of the NBA season. LeBron James is going to pass Michael Jordan around about late February, early March. I just would have known if you would have done his averages, right? And I just got a little chuckle over that. But moreover, the lesson I learned today is in order for you to surpass your master, your teacher, your idol, your mentor, it's going to take a level of consistency and a lifetime worth of preservation, right? And I'm just thinking about how LeBron James preserves his mind, body, and spirit in the off season. I'm not sure if you guys know, LeBron James spends an average of $1.5 million on his body every off season, right? And he's rarely injured. I think 17 games this year, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's 17 games he was out, is the longest stretch he's ever been out in his 16-year career. And I think it's amazing to do the same thing for 16 years, whether you love it, like it, or hate it. You know, just being consistent and great at it. I think that's challenging. And watching LeBron James get that pass from Rajon Rondo tonight and get that and one, it just reminded me that I said this in the Tank Davis video. You have to turn your talent into a skill. It is a guarantee every night. LeBron James will give you 27, 8, and 8. I don't know what his career average is, but it feels like it's around there. 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. I'm not talking about this. Video is not about how many points he scored in the last minute of the game, or is he ruining the Lakers' season. I'm just talking about the composite of his entire career, and he's had an amazing career. And he's done it his way, especially the second half of his career. Him going back to Cleveland, him leaving Cleveland, him giving Cleveland a championship, leaving Cleveland to come to LA to raise his family and empower and make an impression on our culture. You know, obviously he's getting $100 and some million to play the game of basketball for the next 4 years. But above all of that, he came to Los Angeles to raise his family and get in Hollywood and basically run Hollywood. He's a $1 billion man. You know, his net worth, his potential net worth is multi-billions, you know. And I'm just glad that I've seen his first basket. I believe it was it against Sacramento? Or was that Lamar Odom first points was against Sacramento? No, LeBron James was on a Friday night in Sacramento. If I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but I think I saw his first game against Sacramento. I remember a dunk. He had that tomahawk dunk or something. You know what I mean? Off a steal, if I'm not mistaken. That wasn't his first basket. I'm not sure if it was or wasn't, but I remember that game with a headband on. And I'm just grateful and thankful. Like, I'm a fan of greatness. I mean, there's no part of me that doesn't want to appreciate greatness, whether it's anything in life, anything. Like the World Cup I watch, the hockey playoffs I used to watch, NBA playoffs, obviously March Madness, I watch the kids spelling bee when it comes on ESPN. Like I'm just a fan of like greatness, and if you win that, you're considered great, in boxing, and I just feel like his level of commitment to the game of basketball will be overshadowed in the twilight of his career because he's not as great as he used to be, and people are unfair because they don't accept the man is in his 16th season. I'm not giving him an excuse. I'm spitting facts. He's in his 16th season. He's not going to be the same basketball player at the end of the day. And is would you take LeBron James? Would you take the kid from the Greek Freak? I would take the Greek Freak. Man is in his third or fourth year. I don't know, somewhere in there. It makes sense, right? And I think people are forgetting the greatness he had early in his early years. The man was great. The man was fantastic. People gonna say, "Oh, he was in the East. Oh, he had inferior teams," but the man went to the finals, man. And I think there are 2 seasons he should be commended for. 3 seasons, I thought. One was underwhelming. The first year in Miami, if I'm not mistaken, they lost. I think that was his most underwhelming performance. But to get to the NBA Finals with the worst team in NBA history against the Sacramento Kings, against the San Antonio Spurs, I thought that was phenomenal. To beat Golden State in Golden State, I thought that to win an NBA championship, I thought that was phenomenal. Um, and when they lost, when Kyrie Irving and uh, Kevin Love went down, he averaged a 40-point triple double. I thought that was insane. And in that series, I believe 38 points, 11 rebounds, somewhere in there, some ridiculous numbers, man. And I am a good basketball player. I never was great. In high school, I was good to great. In college, I was good. And now that if I play basketball consistently, I would be great at my age because I keep myself in shape, but I don't play basketball. I box every day now. And I said that to say this. I understand what greatness looks like. I grew up in the Baron Davis era. Uh, Baron Davis I knew he was a pro. Shit. I told you he was the only guy I ever played against that he could make the ball disappear. You know, I thought Kenny Bruner would have been a pro. I know VC is like, what are you talking about? But I just thought he had the intangibles. He had the intangibles that like Mark Jackson had the intangibles. Not a great jump shooter, had the intangibles to win games. Um, and I'm just grateful that I had a chance to see his first basket, and God willing, I will see his last basket, and then his son will come in NBA. Hopefully, hopefully his son will be a one and done kid, and go to the NBA. Um, but I think we should be celebrating the totality of LeBron James' career. He's not the best player in the NBA anymore. He's in his 16th year. Is he a top 5 player? Absolutely. Is he great? Absolutely. Is he MVP LeBron James? No. The Greek Freak should win the NBA MVP this year. And I'm watching NBA literally from a distance. Literally from a distance. I don't watch NBA games in 3 hours is like too long when you got 2 kids. So especially at bad because NBA games over here start at 5 and 7, and that's homework and bathing time. So um, it's tough. So I I just I'm just thankful, and Like, I give the example. We celebrate Magic Johnson, right? But he's the career leader in NBA turnovers. I think Charles Barkley might have passed him. I'm uncertain of that, but he's somewhere up there. He's top 10 in the history of NBA in turnovers. That doesn't get talked about. So um, Shaquille O'Neal never won Defensive Player of the Year. You know, we can go on and on and on and on about people who were labeled great, but they had some mishaps. Um, you know, Vince Carter never won Defensive Player of the Year. Had all that God-given ability. He never won Defensive Player of the Year. Did he take defense off? Tracy McGrady never won Defensive Player of the Year. We can go on and on about players who should have been. Dwight Howard never won NBA MVP. Did he have all the talents and the skills to do it? Yes. He won Defensive Player of the Year, but he never was NBA MVP. And he should be celebrated because he took Orlando to the NBA Finals. I went to those NBA Finals games against the Lakers. I think they were swept or won 4-1, but he should be celebrated for that season that he had down in Orlando. And I think we get caught up in the wash sometimes. We get caught up in what media says and the tempo of the media. It's no, in my humble opinion, it's no need to, because you're comparing LeBron James to himself. You're not comparing him to anyone else. The conversation is he better than Jordan? Come on, man. Stop it. Cut it out. Is he better than Kobe Bryant? Come on, man. That's not even a conversation to have. You know, um, you're comparing him to his 8th season in the NBA, his 9th season in the NBA. Is he that person? No, but he's a greater man off the court. See, you got to find ways to replace your greatness. The Shop is the best show on premium channel TV. Is the best show. Not because it's named after my YouTube channel. It's the best show on premium TV. They say The Shy is pretty good. I got to get back into that, but The Shop is the best show on premium TV. He's the executive producer and the leading personality there. So I mean, he's segueing into other levels of other areas in his life where he can be great. He understands where he's at in his NBA career. But because he protected his body over the 16 years, he's able to still average 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists a game. Is he doing it the same way? Absolutely not. You know? Does he need to shoot free throws better? Absolutely. Does he need to win more games? Absolutely. Is the Lakers a subpar team? Absolutely. All these things is true. Yet, the man has done it for 16 years, man. Do you understand where I'm coming from? The man has done it for 16 years as the best player for 15 years he was the best player in the NBA, man. Okay, let's say 12. I don't want to debate. For 12 years he has been the best player in the NBA. 12 years. 75% of his career he has been the best player in the NBA. That's not a debate. It's not a debate. Kobe ain't been the same since his 15th year. So, and I live in LA. I'm a diehard Kobe mindset, Mamba mentality. Oh, kill or be killed, seek and destroy, leave nothing left. I'm taking the last shot. I'm going to take the ball out of bounds and pass it to myself and shoot the 3 to win the game. That is my mindset. I live by Kobe. If you knew me in my heyday playing basketball, I was a killer in terms of a mindset. I couldn't score the ball over everybody. I wasn't that great. But in terms of mindset, And so I understand his mindset. But for 12 years, LeBron James was the best player in the NBA. He will never win MVP again. If he does, he needs to be celebrated. He's just phenomenal, man. The man is phenomenal, man. 32,311 career points. Passes Michael Jordan for 4th in NBA history. I'm going to say this again. The last part. 4th in NBA history. Y'all going to hate on him and say, well, he's having a terrible year and he can't make free throws. And the Lakers suck. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you not celebrate what this man has accomplished, man? How dare you? It's like it's it's like me being on YouTube celebrating my 10th year. It's not, I'm so far from it, but me celebrate 10 years on YouTube. You got to give averaging 10 videos a day. Come on, man. You got to celebrate that. Whether you like it, love it, or hate it, you got to celebrate it. You know? That's all I'm saying. He deserves to be honored. Some people deserve to go in the Hall of Fame the day they retire. These Kobe Bryants, Michael Jordan, LeBron James deserve that. As soon as they say they retire, they need to unveil the statue. That's all I'm saying. And the man needs to have a statue in Miami and in Cleveland because he won 2 there, and obviously he'll get one in Cleveland, you know, for all them, that tax revenue that man created. So, but anyways, man, I just wanted to put things in perspective, man, because I see ESPN, they killing him, man. ESPN be killing LeBron James, man, and I watch it in sound bites. I really don't. Um, 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 Follow it too much, you know. So, but I just wanna. I've watched Michael Jordan, man. In my eyes, no one will ever be better than Michael Jordan ever, ever. You know, I think he is, from a guard's perspective, he is the greatest From a wing perspective, he is the greatest wing player to ever play the game. I will live by this. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest basketball player to ever touch a basketball from birth to NBA Hall of Fame. It's just the guy lost 3 games in 8 years, man. Put that in perspective. He didn't play his freshman year. He never lost in high school. Like, he went to Powell Memorial. I believe he never lost a game. He only lost 3 games in college. Come on, man. And the man should have won. They ruled out dunking in college because of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So what did he do? He created an indefensible shot called the sky hook. He averaged double digits for his whole entire career, if I'm not mistaken. You guys remember that when he averaged at least 10 points for like forever? You know what I mean? I remember that when I was a kid, you know. So, but anyways, man, I just want to celebrate greatness tonight. I just want to say thank you, LeBron, for all the memories, you know, and just I love where you're going in your second half of your career in terms of executive producing the culture. Not just movies. He's executive producing a culture. Y'all don't want to accept that. Y'all just want to say the motherfucker won't take the last shot and the Lakers suck. Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. And I'll holla. Peace. Oh, March 16th. Don't forget. Click the link in the description box. And we off and running. I'll holla. Peace.